Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel, and this is a news daily video, obviously regarding Chelsea. Interesting developments today regarding Frenkie De Jong, regarding Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, regarding Wesley Fofana, obviously some departures that we'll talk about in the end. And one other thing that could be a possibility, but I don't see it happening because I saw it as a report. So yeah, if you do like this video, please obviously give it a like, comment your thoughts on everything I talk about, and give me your opinions on it. And obviously subscribe too, and share this to all your mates. Share it to your dog, share it to your cat, share it to your mother, share it to your grandfather, share it to your wife, share it to your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your friends. Yeah, that's pretty much everyone that's important in your life, right? Anyway, your business partner as well. That's another thing. Yeah, that's a shout as well. But yeah, instead of me waffling, let's just get into it straight away. Obviously, the first two players I want to talk about is Frenkie De Jong and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Let's actually start with Frenkie De Jong. Now, Frenkie, it's genuinely looking like it's a possibility, you guys, that Frenkie De Jong could be joining Chelsea Football Club. It looks like Gerard Romero of Yahantes FC. I think that's what he's sort of, how do you call it? That's sort of what his brand is, sort of, on his Twitch channel. He's been reliable this window, I would say. I would say he does exaggerate quite a lot. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt because, for example, he said before that Frenkie De Jong to Manchester United was 95% done when really it wasn't. He said Barcelona are going to sign Bernardo Silva for 50 million euros, which ain't going to happen either. It's like, I think he just exaggerates everything. Even the ones he got right about Rafinha, about even like Kunde as well. Like, it's a bit premature, but he was right in the end. So you do have to give him credit for that. But when it comes to Frenkie De Jong, it's looking like it's getting more toxic and toxic at Barcelona. The fans are starting to turn on him. I saw a clip today of them saying, take a salary cut, you bitch. And it's like, you want him to take a salary cut again. And you guys, you got to understand why Frenkie De Jong doesn't want to take a salary cut, because as much as he wants to stay at Barcelona probably do want him to stay, but it's like they need to raise funds, and on top of that, if they do want Bernardo Silva, then they do need to sacrifice Frenkie De Jong. It looks like they want a price of around £75 million, so we'll probably offer something the same as Man United agreed with Barcelona for Frenkie De Jong. When it comes to this whole saga, it's just due to the fact that obviously the other day David Ornstein came out with a report saying Barcelona have found out that Frenkie De Jong's contract was illegal and they have proof of it and they could take him to court. And it's like, wow, is this the levels Barcelona want to go to literally get a player at the club? Like, this is stinky, man. This is toxic. This is horrible. Like, I'm sorry, but it's not directly Frenkie De Jong's fault that an illegal contract was signed. I mean, everyone knows that last Barca board, Batamayo and Batty Mayo, that's what I'm going to call him, that fraud, that guy should be in jail. Oh my days for the things he done to that club. Crazy. As much as I don't like Barcelona, what he did to that football club was out of order. And now he's out, he's signing illegal contracts. He's done it with Frenkie De Jong, apparently. Apparently those on with Ter Stegen too as well, and I think other players as well. So they're threatening Frenkie De Jong to take legal action. And it's like, I really do feel sorry for Frenkie, because at the end of the day, Barcelona is his dream club. This is the club he always wanted to play for from the times he was at Ajax, of course. The times when he was playing in Netherlands. And it's like, the dream of playing of Messi, he accomplished that. The dream of playing for Barcelona, he's obviously accomplished that. And it's like, to see the treatment that he's getting is actually really disgusting. I hope that if we do eventually get him, which I hope we do, we show him lots of love, and we actually appreciate him as a player and a person as well. Because yeah, the way the fans are now whistling at him a bit, the way the Barca board are like, take another salary cut, and it's like they're using his love for Barcelona to say, if you love Barcelona, you have to take the salary cut, even though a couple months ago, he literally took a salary cut. And it's like, come on, guys. And you owe him money as well. How can you expect a man to take a pay cut, but you owe him money at the same time? You're taking the piss at this point. So yeah, it's all a mess. It's all a joke. And Frenkie at this point should just leave the club. Like, just leave for the sake of you for the sake of even them as well, because it's just looking like it's really becoming bad. And it's one of those moves where I can genuinely see it going all the way till the end. Unless Frenkie De Jong gives us the green light, which I'm starting to believe he might have, because why would Chelsea and Barcelona come to nearly an agreement if Frenkie doesn't give the green light? Fabrizio Romano said it many times. Chelsea will not go for Frenkie De Jong unless the green light is given. Unless it's given, we will not go for Frenkie De Jong. So it's like, okay, surely Frenkie De Jong has finally told Chelsea, okay, let's talk. Give me your terms. Let's discuss. And if I accept, then, and if I give the green light, then you guys can then go and bid to Barcelona. And if that's the case, and we're nearly close to an agreement, brilliant news. Because let's talk about Frenkie as a player real quick. All I gotta say, guys, is he receives the ball like a 6, he drives like an 8, and he scores like a number 10. He is literally like the complete package. I get it. He's very similar to Kovacic. But if that's a reason why you think we shouldn't get Frenkie De Jong because of Mateo Kovacic, that's not a good enough excuse for me. At the end of the day, this midfield is going to need revamping, because in a year's time, I'm almost certain that both Kante and Jorginho will not be at this. Well, I'm almost certain that both Kante and Jorginho will not be at this club. I'm not wording it right. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I can't see Jorginho and Kante both being at Chelsea heading into the 2023-24 season. I can't see it happen. They're both in their 30s. They've both got a year left. I can only see Chelsea offering one of them a contract, and I'm really tough to decide who I would give it to. 1 minute I was like Kante a few months ago, but then after the FA Cup final and Georgie's masterclass, I was like Jorginho as well deserves it. It's a difficult one. As time goes by, I'll probably make a decision on who I think deserves it more. As of right now, I'm leaning towards Jorginho, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I think the favourite to get a new contract is Kante. But with Frenkie De Jong, he's 25 years old. He's the complete package. The guy can defend. The guy can dribble. The guy can score. The guy has got a mad skill set. The guy's intelligent. He's just everything you sort of want in a midfielder, bro. And if he comes to this league, he's instantly top 3 midfielders in the league. He's our instantly best midfielder as well. And I just feel like Chelsea as a club will entice him in terms of the manager. I think the players currently in the squad. I also think London is a huge prospect. It's one of the best cities to live in the world, if we're being honest. At least, especially for footballers, it's definitely up there. It's one of the best cities to live in the world, just in general anyway. So to have the opportunity to live in London over in Manchester, for example, is very enticing, very exciting, and I think it's a better option in my opinion. So we'll see what happens. Close to an agreement. I can see us paying maybe 80 million euros, which would be about 71 million pounds. Maybe we might pay up front 65, and then it could be 10 in add-ons or something like that. We'll see what happens. But overall, when I see Frenkie De Jong give that green light eventually, then that's when I'll start really believing that we could get him. But if he signs a new contract at Barcelona, if he ends up taking a wage cut, I'm actually going to be disappointed in him. And it'll probably show how much he loves the club in general and how much he doesn't want to leave. So we'll see what happens in that. So yeah, 9 minutes in. Let's talk about Aubameyang next. Aubameyang, Obama blood clot young, Obama. Yo, you know when I first heard about this, I was like, get the deal done. I was like, do it 100%. Do it for many reasons. This deal makes way more sense than it doesn't make sense. Okay, and I'm gonna lay it down for you hopefully. So the first reason is he's Premier League proven. It's obvious. The guy scored about 59 Premier League goals when he was here. The second thing is he's worked with Thomas Tuchel, guys. He's worked with Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel knows him. Thomas Tuchel can get the best out of him, and on top of that, he'd fit our system smoothly. He's versatile. Not only can he play up front, if you want him to be a runner off the left-hand side, maybe in a front three, he can do that with maybe Sterling up front. It gives Tuchel tactical ideas. It gives Tuchel tactical flexibilities. He can surprise teams. And I said the same with Cucurella. He can give Tuchel new ideas, as in playing him as a left centre-back and Shaw as a left wing-back. It's the same with Aubameyang. There's games where maybe Aubameyang starts up front, but we interchange with Kai, with Sterling, because all these players, Kai, Sterling and Aubameyang, They all can play up front, but they can all play within this 3-4-3 formation, you know, on the right, on the left, in the middle. The interchange, the link up will all be there. And he's a great finisher as well. His movement is one of the best in Europe, guys. And I get it, he's 33 years old, so it would be a stopgap. But if anything, that makes sense. Why is that a negative? That should be a positive, because the striker market is dead. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And I think with a signing like Aubameyang, it pushes Kai Havertz. I think it pushes Raheem Sterling to get even better. I think it pushes Mason Mount if he plays. If Christian Pulisic stays, even though there's rumours about him potentially leaving alongside Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech. But if any of these guys stays, it could maybe push them too. Whether you rate them or not, I don't really care. This signing makes so much sense on so many levels. And he's former Arsenal. Which Arsenal player has come to Chelsea and it hasn't worked out, guys? Name me one. Fabregas worked. Giroud worked. Ashley Cole worked. Guys, I can go on all day. It works. And people will go, oh, but what happened with Arteta? Look at the way Arteta kicked him out. He was a virus to that Arsenal team. He was a virus. Oh, don't give me that bullshit. Do not give me that bullshit. As far as I'm concerned, in terms of that saga, I think Arteta just waited for the opportunity to kick Aubameyang out of that team. The way he handled it for me was an absolute joke. And I hope we get the full truth on the Amazon documentary when they release the other 3 episodes. Obviously, the first 3 came out. They didn't really show much on Aubameyang. But the next 3, I think, is going to be pretty much the Aubameyang show and how that all unfolded. Because the final straw, funnily enough, was him coming back to England a day after he was supposed to come back, because he went to France to go see his sick mother. Or was it his sick father? Oh, I forgot now. But one of his parents wasn't feeling well. One of his parents was sick. And he went to go see them. And on that same night, he was supposed to fly out to go back to England, to Arsenal. But the guy ended up flying back the next day, and he was still on time for training. But Arteta said, yep, that's the final straw. I told you to come back here. You didn't. You're gone, mate. Yeah? The way he just handled it for me was an absolute joke. And for me, like, Aubameyang never had a problem with Emery. He was carrying that Arsenal team when they were shit, bro. For years they've been crap, and he's been carrying that team, bailing them out. Yeah? Even when he's had to play left wing back, for God's sake. We gotta give him credit for that, man. Okay? Yes, maybe he's a loose guy. Maybe he's got that swagger about him and, you know, the fashion, you know, with the Lamborghini and all that. But who cares, man? The guy doesn't have a bad attitude from what I know. You know, he just sounds like a nice guy based on what I've seen. So it's not like... And it's a rookie manager, guys. I mean, we just had a rookie manager not long ago in Frank Lampard, and he was falling out with some of our senior players. It got him sacked in the end, didn't it? Let's see what happens with Arteta. So for me, I won't take that seriously, because I actually pin more blame on Arteta. The way he just, within a week or 2, removed him off the captaincy, then dropped him from the starting 11, put him on the bench, and then just completely froze him out. And then on top of that, he told him, yeah, you're not training with the first team anymore. You will train on your own. I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? All because he turned up to training late a couple times. I get the North London derby one was out of order, and I know being late in general is not a good thing. But come on, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. You don't think Lionel Messi's been late to training before? You don't think Neymar's been late to training before? You don't think some of our current... Kante's always late to training. We've heard it before. They say Kante, he's been late many times before. Did that game kicked out the team? No, he didn't. So it's like, grow up, man. If you, man, are trying to do this Arteta-Aubameyang clash to say he's not... No. He has a good relationship with Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel loves him. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang loves Thomas Tuchel. He scored 79 goals for Thomas Tuchel whilst they were together at Borussia Dortmund. And I get that time when they were together was the best of Aubameyang you had seen, bro. So on that basis... go get the brother. He may be a stopgap, but like I said, the market isn't great right now. I'd rather wait for Nkunku next year. I'd rather try go get João Felix next year. Okay? So signing like Aubameyang will not stop us from going to get still an Nkunku next year maybe, or a João Felix, or a young striker that comes through maybe. Or Armando Broja could be that guy. Who knows? He may be a stopgap, but it's a good stopgap, and it makes a lot of sense, guys. Think about that. Yeah. And I love Aubameyang in general as well. Like, when he was in the Premier League, he was actually one of my favourite players outside of Chelsea. I can't lie to you. So, I'd be very happy with the sign. Thomas Tuchel is pushing Todd Bowley to do it. Apparently, a bid will come soon, and Aubameyang would be open to listening to what Chelsea have to say if they can find an agreement between Barca and Chelsea. If Chelsea and Barcelona can find an agreement, yes, of course, he's happy at Barcelona. Another thing that we have to factor into this is Depay. At the end of the day, it looks like there's links to Juventus. Whoever leaves first, the other one will probably stay most likely. So yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of that. Fofana now, real quick on Fofana. It looks like Chelsea are gonna put in a third bid worth nearly up to £80 million. They don't want to pay the world record fee, which I'm really happy about because I want that tag to stay on Maguire because he's crap and he deserves to stay on that tag. And I don't want that pressure on Fofana to be the most expensive centre back in the world as much as he's so good for his age. So yeah, I'm hoping Todd Bowley can just negotiate a price that can get the overall package to maybe an 80 million, but up front it's like 75 million or something like that. It looks like Chelsea are willing to break the bank for Wesley Fofana. We'll see what happens in terms of that. Personally, like I said, I'll take him. He's not asking for a transfer request, but then he's out here on social media moving mad. You know, he moved Leicester off his profile saying he plays for them. And then on Twitter, he started following Reece James, Thiago Silva, Mendy. Then he unfollowed them. And then the day we were linked to him, his friend posted a picture of him on his Instagram, you know, when he was young, you know, Chelsea saying this was always a dream. And then now recently on Instagram, he's following Cucurella, Reece James, and then now today he's followed Chukwuemeka, and he's followed all these, and it's like, brother, stop playing. If you want to move, put in the transfer request or something like that. But at the same time, if he does, and the move doesn't happen, then the relationship is kind of bad, isn't it? So it's kind of peak. So yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of that. And then quickly on outgoings, Timo Werner has officially gone to RB Leipzig. Fair play to him. Good luck. He's gonna kill it. You know, he always, for the most part, tried to give 100% for the club, except for the last 6 months of the season, in my opinion. And yeah, he's gonna bang in goals. RB Leipzig are looking good. They got Werner. They got Nkunku. They got another striker. They got Olmo as well. Andre Silva. That was who I was talking about. And yeah, good luck to him. He's gonna smash it. Malang Sarr's gone on loan to what's the club's name? AS Monaco with an obligation to buy, but the only way that obligation to buy will be triggered is if he gets certain clauses in. So, for example, I think games played will be a key factor. So, good luck to Malang Sarr. Hope he smashes it. So we can then get that off the wage bill. We made profit on him anyway with the loan deal. Regardless, we made £600,000 off a loan deal. So because he costs nothing and he's only on 100 grand a week. So really, it's actually a really good deal. So yeah, good luck to Malang Sarr. Hopefully he smashes that. And with him going, it surely means we will get in a centre back because there was a report saying we won't let go of Malang Sarr unless we get in a defender. So yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of that. And Christensen back to Chelsea. I don't know about that. Reports from ESPN saying that if they can't register Kessie and Christensen in time for La Liga, they could leave as free agents. It wouldn't be the first time Barcelona have got in a player and then that same summer they just got them out. They did it with Emerson Royale last season. They literally bought Emerson Royale from Betis last season, yeah, to be at Barcelona. And then next minute, Tottenham came in with a bid. Yep, off you later. Yeah, bye-bye, Emerson. Yeah, that was funny. Christensen back? I'm not saying no, blood. But anyway, tell me your thoughts on everything I talked about today. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, follow my social media down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Tottenham this weekend. Come on, you Chelsea. Proper Chelsea. Anyway, laters.